Radio 2, Vanessa Feltz.
And that's the Isley Brothers and Summer Breeze. The time is 6:23. Normally, you would hear from a jolly good fellow at this point, lovely listener. But today, there is no jolly good fellow because I have something to tell you. And I know that you already know that I love you, so you will know it is not that. Oh, I knew I was going to cry. I'm going to try not to, though. Take a deep breath. Gosh. For the last 12 years, lovely listener, you and I have rendezvoused in the blessed hours before dawn. While the rest of the world snored and slumbered, we have answered deeply personal and probing questions. We have paused for thought. We have fathomed the famous last words. We have wantonly sprinkled a newly minted word of the day into our effervescent conversation. We have celebrated birthdays, anniversaries, and trips to the dentist. We have buoyed each other up through thick, thin, and pandemic, and we have coasted through crises on a rousing raft of Radio 2 music. I have been honoured to share the small hours with you. When the uninitiated ask, Vanessa, who are your listeners? Who on earth is up at that time of day to tune in? Who's listening to you anyway? I reply, oh my gosh, my lovely listeners, I say, they are the 2+ million people that you clapped for through COVID. They are the delivery drivers, the truckers, the paramedics, the police, the fire officers, nurses, cleaners, pilots, road repairers, teachers, farmers, new mothers with new babies, people who can't sleep, people who are in hospital and scared. They are train and bus drivers, they are vets, they are essential workers, they are human beings. They are the salt of the earth, and they are the people who keep this country ticking. While you're asleep, my lovely listeners make sure that this green and pleasant land thrives and that the world stays on its axis. And my listeners do it to a backing track of Luther Vandross and Bucks Fizz and Ed Sheeran and Sir Elt, and they are never too cream-crackered to let me pierce the carapace of their resistance and get to know them even better than I do already. That is why it is with overflowing gratitude and a heavy heart that I have to tell you, lovely listener, that tomorrow will be my last early breakfast show. After 12 years, you know I'm naturally gorgeous, of course, but I am stepping down to catch up on a much needed decades deficit of beauty sleep. You know that I have loved every single moment with you, but I am a trifle frayed at the edges, and I would like a little bit more shut-eye and the energy to swing from zip lines with my grandbabies and frolic after midnight just once, maybe with Ben, without my carriage turning into a pumpkin. I'd like to thank Namrata, my producer, for all her incredible hard work, and I'd like to thank her for her delightful company. I'd like to thank the lovely David Monero, Paul Thomas, and the whole team at Listen, who are the people who make this show for Radio 2. I'd like to thank my lovely friend Zoe Ball, my lovely friend Sarah Cox, everybody in the Jeremy Vine team, and all my pals and colleagues here at Radio 2, because it really is a fantastic place to work, and I've loved every single second of it. And I'd like to thank Bob Shannon, who gave me this job in the first place. Thank you very much, Bob, for thinking of me for Radio 2, one of the greatest honours of my entire life. I will be back tomorrow for a last hurrah and a final Feltz Philological Challenge, so do please make it a good one. I will be sitting in for Jeremy Vine for 2 weeks in the middle of August from the 15th, and my last show on Radio 2 will be the 26th of August. I'm absolutely heartbroken to be leaving, as I know you can tell, and I will miss you every day with all my heart, as you know. So lots and lots of love, and here's Freddie McGregor. And none of us want to be this, and I hope we never will be. I just don't want to be lonely. And Ferric says, Vanessa, thank you so much for all your early mornings over the last 12 years. What a joy to wake up to your warm, fun and loving voice each day. Some mornings I'm up at 4:30 to do a shift at the airport, and other days at 6 to do a shift as a nurse in our local hospital. You're there at the start of my day with witty, anecdotal and inspiring words and lots of great music. I was compelled to contact you to make sure I said thank you and to be part of the many people letting you know how much you're loved and appreciated. Thank you so much. That's absolutely delightful. Owen says, Vanessa, I'm one of the army of truck drivers that tune in every day, and I've been told I should could retire as I'm of that age, but I'd miss my early morning driving together to different destinations with you. And there's only so much DIY and decorating I can do. So I tuned into my friends at Radio 2. I shall miss you, my friend. Best wishes, lots of love from Owen. Owen, my friend, I will miss you too. That's so lovely. Pamela says, Dear Lady V, so it's your last show today. I still can't believe it. You'll be forever missed as you've done an outstanding job on Radio 2, reaching many hearts with your gorgeous warmth. Wishing you every happiness now and always. Stay the star you are. With big hugs from Pamela. I'm just getting through this. I don't know how to keep talking, quite honestly, but I'm going to try. Cara says, I'm 33, darling Lady V, and I've had so much change in my life over the last 2 years, one of which has made me a very early riser. Thank you for being there to keep me smiling in the morning. I will miss you. Wonderful positive vibes every morning. You're amazing and loads of love. That's very, very kind. Now, something's going on behind me here. What's happening here anyway?
Lady V.
Oh, this is Paul Thomas.
Lady V, we have a lovely present. Thank you
very
so much.
Oh, he's given me a beautiful bouquet of flowers.
We've got some surprise messages for you.
Goodness me, well, thank you. Gosh, I've got flowers, I've got chocolates, and I've got this.
Lady V, Vanessa, since we first met way back in the heady days of the 90s on the Big Breakfast, you have been the most gorgeous friend to me. Always there through the rough and the smooth, the highs and the lows of life. In an industry like this, you've always bigged up the girls and supported us along the way. And like all your lovely listeners, as one of your lovely listeners, I will miss you on the air, my darling. But finally, we can go for that outrageous night out. Stay golden, Vanessa. I love you.
Hi, Vanessa. Gary here. I'm really going to miss you so much, especially when I cover for Zoe on The Breakfast Show, because you always wake me up, and you wake me up with a smile on my face. And so really going to miss you. However, the good point is no more early nights for you. So it means that we can have more late nights out. Lots of love.
Hey, Vanessa, it's Trevor. Just soak in the love like cocoa butter. You've been absolutely brilliant. You are brilliant. I'm going to miss bumping into you and putting the world to rights in 60 seconds, as you can do every time I see you. 60 seconds. I actually have a little stopwatch in my back pocket, and I think, right, here's Vanessa. Click. Here she goes. Have a great one. Lots of love.
Hi, Vanessa. It's Scott Mills here. Oh, I can't believe just as I join Radio 2, you go. Lady V, Superwoman. I don't know how you've done this, getting up early for so many years. Is it 12 years? It's beyond me. Anyway, I love you. We're going to miss you. The best of luck for everything. And just to let you know, the kumquat tree that you gifted me at my engagement is absolutely flourishing. I love you.
Hello, Lady V. It's Nikki Chappers here. Firstly, heard the news yesterday, got very teary when I heard it. Secondly, a massive thank you. I've been depping for you for quite a while now when you're on holiday or covering for other people, and it's been an absolute honour. I know how much the listeners just adore you. And lastly, love to you, to Ben and the family. We are going to miss you so much.
Well, it's not often I'm lost for words, but I am a little bit, Lady V. It's me, Sarah. You know, when it comes to the Lady V fan club, I am member numero uno. I am a Gold Star member. I'm your biggest fan. I think you're an outstanding broadcaster. You will be missed. I will miss your jolly good fellas every morning, but I wish you lots of lovely long lions and gorgeous time with your grandbabies, and I love you loads, and I'll see you soon for lunch for a good old gossip.
Oh, my goodness me. I will miss every single one of them. More lovely messages from you. Vanessa, you recently gained 2 new listeners, Mummy Sarah and 6-week-old baby Adelaide, who adores your show when we're doing our early morning feeds. We both send our best wishes for the future to you, and thank you for making us both smile when we're both tired and occasionally grumpy. Emma says, I'll miss listening to Vanessa when I finish my night shift as a police officer at 5 a.m. in Wandsworth. I always listen on my walk to Clapham Junction and on my train journey home. I look forward to it all night, and I hope I don't finish late and miss it. Isn't that nice to say? Thank you, Emma, very much indeed. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Good morning, 59-year-old lorry driver from North Wales. Absolutely heartbroken that you're leaving, my darling, but there we go. I spent over a decade waking up with you and going to bed just after Sarah's show finishes. It's been a ball, my lovely. Stay safe and enjoy yourself. Thank you, my darling. King Pom the trucker says, morning, Lady V. Thank you for being my morning companion for the last several years, keeping me entertained in my lorry. The mornings just won't be the same without you, or you either. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I'm another regular listener from your first show who's never texted before, but if not now, when? That's what Hillel, the medieval rabbi, said. Wishing you all the best with your lovely family, and Ben, with many thanks for your company through some very tough times, always cheerful and genuinely caring. Love and thanks from Alison.
I have to smile myself because I love you.
And that's James Taylor, and you're smiling, isn't it? Paul, what are you doing now, my love?
I'm sorry, we've just got some more messages for you. We couldn't let you go without this.
Hi, Grandma. It's me, Nerily, your only granddaughter. I can't wait for more girls' time. I love you. Hi, Grandma. It's me, Zeke, grandbaby number 1. I can't wait to spend more time with you. You tell the greatest jokes, and I love you very much.
Hi, Mummy. It's me, Allegra, daughter number 1. We are so proud of you. You have been so brave and strong, and we can't wait to see what you do next. Send you all our love and all our kisses. You are our absolute number 1, and we can't wait to spend more time with you.
Darling heart, wow,
God.
what a journey the last 11 years has been. You've created something super special, you know. I know that I sound biased when I say this, but I think everyone would join with me and say that you are truly one of the greatest broadcasters that Great Britain has ever seen. I love you from the bottom of my heart, and it's a really, truly well-deserved rest. Love you.
This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker, and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 6:30. Good morning, this is Claire Runacres. Noisy News are next at 7.
Thank you so much, Claire. I can't really believe that was Lady V's last morning. One special lady. She is simply the best of the best. And I know she will miss you all so very much. We wish her all the luck for her adventures ahead. We all love you, my beautiful friend, Vanessa.
It's the Zoe Ball breakfast.